in the field, on the field, everything we do, we dominate. That means kill a fly with a sledgehammer. But it's not about the fly you just killed. It's about the other flies that's watching.
Go Dogs, and welcome to another edition of the Chennis Berry Show. So we talk South Carolina State Bulldog football with head coach Chennis Berry. On Saturday, the Bulldogs ventured up to Greensboro, North Carolina. Before a sellout homecoming crowd, South Carolina State gets a big 22-16 win over the Aggies. And coach, this was everything we wanted to be.
Listen, man, first of all, to God be the glory. We found a way to win a football game. Listen, it's hard to win in college football. And we had to go to hostile territories. If anybody know that Aggie and Bulldog rivalry runs deep, old MEAC rivalry, man. But we found a way to accomplish the mission. So proud of our football team, because we talk about our theme for the season is hold the rope. When adversity strikes, who will we be? And our team found a way, because we had some adversity at the beginning. But I tell you what, our defense was rocking and rolling. They was playing really strong. Offensively took a little long to get going. But at the end of the day, we made some adjustments, we did some good things, and we found a way to get a victory. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, accomplishing the mission. And the mission for us, regardless of how it looks, is to go 1-0.
All right, let's talk about the trenches, Coach. This game was won in the trenches, started on the defensive side. Let me tell you something, those boys up front were hunting.
Oh, listen, man, you are my guy. Listen, man, because somebody that, for us not even talk about that, and you had to acknowledge that when we got in the locker room after the game, I really gave a shout out to the O-line and D-line, because they did an outstanding job all day. I truly believe in the game of football, if they can't block us, they can't beat us. And if we can block them, we can beat them. That's really the philosophy. And the game comes down to the game in the trenches, and our guys did a really good job on both sides of the ball.
All right, folks, we're talking 13 tackles for losses and 4 sacks. It doesn't get any better than that.
Listen, hunting. Guys were hunting. I watched the film this morning, and I was just so impressed with our defensive line. Those guys played relentless, all right, for 60 minutes. And our offensive line did some good job of giving the quarterbacks time and opening up holes in the running game.
All right, keyword, quarterbacks. Ryan Stubblefield started this game. Coach, you made a coaching change or a quarterback change. It proved to be the change of the game.
Had to get us going, because we had some things we really loved this game plan that we had for this team we were playing. And it wasn't anything about North Carolina A&T. Respect to A&T. They had a good plan, but it was nothing that the A&T was doing to stop us. It was us stopping ourselves. And so, you know, we looked at the ebb and flow of the game and what was going on, and we felt like it was time to make a change at quarterback at that moment. And it proved good for us, because Billy got going. He really moved the offense. He made some key reads, some key throws, some key checks, and we did a good job of moving the offense.
All right, Coach, you know we wasn't happy with that first half. 10 first half penalties. I told Bill Hamilton I wouldn't have wanted to be in the locker room.
Well, at the end of the day, we were shooting ourselves in the foot. I wouldn't count the penalties. You're talking about 10 in the first half, but we had 16 total, and that's not who we are. But when I went back and watched the film, you know, I don't know. You know, like I say, I talked to the officials, and all I'm going to say is I don't know, because at the end of the day, I watched the film. I watched every penalty. I think we had 4 on the offensive side, maybe 5 on the offensive side. We had 5 on special teams, and the rest were on defense. 6 were on defense. A lot of them were like things like late hit on the quarterback, which, again, gray area. They made the call. All we can do is coach. All our players can do is play, and the officials got to officiate.
Talk about the crowd. I have to give the Bulldog fans kudos, Coach. Those folks behind you on that South Carolina State side, it was a sellout crowd, but our folks were loud and proud on Saturday.
Bulldog Nation showed up, showed out. That's why after the game, I had to go and show them some love. After we played the alma mater, man, I went over into the fan, you know, the little section, and got turned up with them a little bit, got it crunk, because I'm very, very grateful for the support that we get, regardless of where we play. Doesn't matter. Bulldog Nation is going to show up, and I'm glad we got an opportunity to go to their homecoming and find a way to go 1-0.
All right, let's go to Saturday's first half highlights. South Carolina State, North Carolina A&T.
On this snap here, I'll tell you what, our D-line was humping all day. Mike Luns did a good job of getting pressure, and it was good to see Jordan Dollar right at home from Greensboro, North Carolina, get his first sack of the season. So proud of him, because he and I talked about that literally in my office this week on how it was important for him to go home and make plays. Offensively, we got a fast start. We were rolling. All right, got a chance for Stubblefield to get it to Jordan Smith on a nice little sprint out pass. Did a really good job. all right? And then we come right back to Jordan. Jordan did a good job on one of our jet sweeps, did a good job making it happen, getting good positive 8-yard gain right here. Super proud of that young man. All right, on this drive here, we took one of our access throws, did a good job, Stubblefield to Jalen Johnson. All right, good play right here that got us rolling. Then we froze a little bit on that drive. Then now our defensive line is hunting again, pushed the guy in the pocket, and this really started the penalties right here. They called us for taunting after the play on one of our young men, and then the flags just started coming after that. Defensive line again, hunting again. Man, I tell you what, Jordan, all those guys hunting up front, but we had to have the opportunity to make a big play. Watch my young man right here. Super excited about Hunter Plunkett right there. He had a speed to bull, big time sack, strip sack, big time play. All right, we're back on offense right here. Good run by Tyler Smith, right up the middle, one of our counter plays. Nice play for about 10 yards. We're still here on offense. Had a little shot play right here. I tell you what, DeAndre Ruffin had a good, strong catch right here, and the offense is moving again. It wasn't anything about T, it was about us at the end of the day. All right, right here, D-line again, hunting, strip sack. Those guys are really getting after the ball. Mike Lunds, all right, recovering that right there. Good job right there. Mike Lunds again, you keep hearing that name. He's coming off that edge. Speed, bull, sink the rip. Got an opportunity to get a big-time play. He's been doing it for us all season.
Bulldogs ended up trailing at the half, 9-0. We'll have more of the Chennis Berry Show right after these messages.
Your home is where your memories live, where you laugh, and where you love. We understand the importance of the valuables under your roof, tangible and intangible alike. So no matter what's around the corner, we'll be there, offering you and your family the support that's made Farm Bureau Insurance a trusted name for nearly 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Hey, grab me one too.
Hey, South Carolina, we want to be the choice for your Medicaid plan. With Healthy Blue, you have access to thousands of quality providers to fit your needs. Qualifying members can get free extra benefits like gift cards, car seats, diapers, and so much more. Members can also earn rewards for completing health activities like getting your flu vaccine or certain health screenings. You have a choice when it comes to Medicaid. Get more from your Medicaid plan. Visit healthybluesc.com today.
Go Dogs, and welcome back to the Chennis Berry Show. It's time for the Players Spotlight. Coach, one of my favorite things to say during our radio broadcast is Konnor Lucas the snap, Elliot Janish the hole, and Nico Cavanius with the point after.
3 outstanding young men. They're great ambassadors to our program, great human beings, great specialists. That's why they call them specialists, because everybody can't do what they can do. Great snapper, great holder, great kicker, great punter. When you put all those together, you can have a really good special teams unit.
One thing about this group, too, also, Coach, they're stellar in the classroom.
Outstanding. All right, one is already a graduate. He's a grad transfer. All right, one is, I don't think he's made a B. Konnor, I don't think he's made a B since he's been in college. And I'll tell you what, Nico's a really good student as well. Great human beings. They all have character. They're funny. They have personalities. I just really love this unit.
All right, let's meet these guys in the Player Spotlight. Konnor Lucas, Elliot Janish, and Nico Cavanius.
Introduce yourselves.
I'm Konnor Lucas. I'm the starting long snapper.
Elliot Janish, starting punter here at South Carolina State.
And I'm Nico, the starting kicker.
Okay.
Explain you guys' dynamic in one word.
We're tight. We're just unique and efficient. We're efficient on the field. I just feel like we're a hell of a group.
Yeah, you said one word.
Hell of a group though. Hell of a group. Efficiency. That's what we want. That's what we need.
Okay. How does each one of you motivate each other?
I think I'm more the one that brings the positivity and the faith aspect. Everything I do, like I talk about the Lord all the time, and I like to be positive with everybody and really trying to uplift people on the mental side of things.
I think I bring the spunk to the group, just the overall, just energeticness, because I'm sure some of you have seen me go viral a couple of times for one reason or another.
Yeah, he's doofy. Really? All right, give us an answer.
I think I'm the guy that just brings the team together as a group. I think as Elliot, he's like more of a leader. He kind of brings us together in the way like if we're down, he brings us up. And I'm just a guy that like you can talk to or just be around and just have a little bit of fun. So
You're steady.
steady guy.
Okay. So each of you, tell us something that no one knows about you.
Me is like some of my hobbies I like to do. So like, I like to do puzzles, and like I like crosswords and different things like that. And I don't really tell people about that stuff just 'cause it's like, bro, like I don't like. You're like, oh, you can do puzzles? Like, I like to do stuff like that.
That's pretty good. On my side though, I think it's kind of corny, but I feel like a lot of people do this, but they just don't really say it. I like watching those like kind of like movies, the corny movies, like those like romantic movies that girls watch. I like doing that. I like doing that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hey, on the topic of movies and TV, I prefer cartoons more than live action shows. That's my kind of secret. I like to share. Just not something I feel like people would really say that often.
Okay.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite one so far, of all time, probably Phineas and Ferb, recently Invincible.
Hey, that's valid. That's valid.
Thank you for coming on the Cheese Beer Show. Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Your home is where your memories live, where you laugh and where you love. We understand the importance of the valuables under your roof, tangible and intangible alike. So no matter what's around the corner, we'll be there, offering you and your family the support that's made Farm Bureau Insurance a trusted name for nearly 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
No one takes care of families like Prisma Health. As South Carolina's largest health system, we have nearly 600 primary care doctors across the Midlands and upstate, so you can choose the one who's right for you. With a more personalized approach, more locations, and more convenience, including 24/7 virtual urgent care and online or in-person visits with your primary care doctor, we're doing even more to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, the primary care experts.
NRDNASC is a genomic screening research program. MUSC started it about 2 years ago to improve healthcare. If we can identify a specific genetic factor that's involved, we can intensify the screening with an effort to prevent cancer and heart disease.
The NRDNA project is really a unique opportunity for individuals across the state to participate in genetic testing. That's another way to help provide data and research so we can learn more about the underlying causes of certain health conditions.
Go Dogs, and welcome back to the Chennis Berry Show. Second half now, South Carolina State, North Carolina A&T. Bulldogs in a tough situation, down 9-0. Coach, you made the quarterback change during the second quarter, bringing in, of course, Billy Atkins. Billy didn't play that well. You stuck with him with us on the first possession in the second half.
Well, when you look at our first half, Ryan had the first 4 series. We didn't get much going. Billy only had 1 series in that first half. But we got in at halftime and just really encouraged, first of all, our staff. I started with our defensive staff. When we get together, I say, guys, you guys got them rocking and rolling. Don't change anything you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. I was fired up about those guys, released those guys. Then when we got together as offensive staff, everybody looked at each other and said, you know what, there's nothing that A&T is doing to stop us. It's more so us. We thought at that time our offensive line was playing well, our running backs were running hard. Everybody was doing their job, but unfortunately we weren't getting it done at a very key position. So we had to make a switch. And, you know, that switch proved really, really helpful for us because it got us really rolling in that second half.
All right, the play to turn the game around, of course, was a pass from Billy Atkins to Cyrus Ellison, who led us in receiving on Saturday, Coach. Billy took a big hit to complete that pass.
Well, it was one of our RPO plays, and unfortunately, we didn't get the tackle to hear the whole entire play, and he didn't lock on the backside like we asked him to. But unfortunately, we didn't get that done. But Billy stood in there after the play action fake and was able to hit Cyrus Ellison on a big-time touchdown that really got the momentum going. You could see the whole team get rejuvenated with that play. Fan base got rejuvenated. The one-on-one got rejuvenated. That was a big play to spark us for the rest of the game.
And, you know, not only sparked us, though, on the other side, it really kind of took the air out of homecoming to North Carolina A&T because you could see them kind of say, oh, here we go again.
Oh, yeah. We were rolling at that point. I mean, I tell you what, we were moving the ball. Every time we were moving the ball, even in the first half, if you look at the bad plays we had, we were like on the plus side. We were like plus 35, plus 30. We were getting ready to put it in the end zone, and then we didn't execute. You know, at the end of the day, I always talk about execution, but we found a way second half to get it really rolling. And when we got it rolling, defense still humping, special teams doing their thing. Now offense is moving the ball. Now we're able to get this thing really, really going.
All right, let's talk about the defense now. As South Carolina State now getting closer, scored 9-7 at this point, Coach. But the defensive line started to wear down North Carolina A&T's offensive line. And I don't think what people understand is we rotate really 8 or 9 guys on that defensive front. They were worn down. We were bringing in a fresh group, and it was just like new money every time.
Listen, you are saying it. You are singing music to my ears right now, man, because that's really what it's all about. That's our mission all season, keep our D-line fresh. Rotate those guys, because we got about 10 to 12 that can really hunt. And, you know, at the end of the day, I think our defensive staff did a good job of rotating guys, keeping those guys fresh. And A&T really had a hard time blocking us all day. We did an outstanding job stopping the run. I think they had like 30-something carries for like 47 yards. So we stopped them from running the ball. And I know about A&T, they want to run the football. But we stopped the run. And I tell our D-line all the time, if we can stop the run on early downs, we put teams in situations where they got to pass it. Now the D-line can go hunt at the end of the day. And I thought we did a really, really good job. All those guys played really, really hard. They played with amazing effort. We always talk about winning the effort battle. You know, effort battle, you can't see that in the stats, but you see it in the production because our D-line played hard, whether it was speed to bulls, whether it was rips, whether it was whatever it was they were doing up front. They played with outstanding effort, and that's what it's all about.
Stopping the run, running the football. Bulldogs ended up with 129 yards rushing. A&T, when you couple in the losses, only had 50 yards net running the football. That means they had 69 yards of losses, Coach, and that goes back to those 13 tackles for losses.
TFLs. We talk about PPP. Penetration produces problems. All right, if you can get off that rock and get in their backfield, good things typically happen for our defense.
There are a lot of people we can talk about, mention Hunter Puckett, Jordan Franklin. I give them a Jordan. You got Jordan Dollar, Jordan Franklin. The Jordans had an afternoon on Saturday.
Listen, yes, you are. Listen, man, yes. Jordan Dollar, first of all, from Greensboro. Excited, man. When you see him come out the locker room, you be like, man, he passed the look test. He's about 6'6", all right, about 255 pounds. He looks the part. Really good young man. He's on our leadership council. Jordan Franklin, since the spring, he really has been shining for us. And to see him get the fruits of his labor, he played really, really well. Not only did he live in their backfield, not only did he make good open field tackles, he got a big pick for us at the end of the towards the end of the game to really seal that victory for us.
You know, when he got that pick, I actually thought it was Jared Washington, the way he stretched out like that. I had no idea he had that in him.
Oh, yeah, he's an athlete. He's a really good athlete. When you see him run conditioning, he runs with the skill guys. Like, he's a really, really, really athletic young man that we're grateful to see him really, really blossoming in our defense.
All right, let's go to Saturday's second half highlights. Bulldogs and Aggies in Greensboro.
All right here, we got the ball first in the second half. We come and run our little counter plays. Tell you what, Mason Pickett-Hicks is the real deal. That freshman played really well. Then you see him right here really make another nice run. Offensive lineman downfield. We're able to start this drive off rolling. All right, they tried a little reverse, but there you go, Mike Lunds again, making his play, and then Mike Evans getting the guy on the ground. Big time play by our defense. All right, we're still on defense here, and they try to run a little sprint draw, and then you hear that name again, Mike Lunds, Hunter Puckett. Those guys are hunting up front, and that's what it's all about, just playing hard. Offensively right here, I tell you what, Billy Atkins did an outstanding job of getting us downfield on a design run for us, and he did an outstanding job of just showing that he has not only a great arm, but great legs as well. How about this throw right here? He went through his progression. He hit Tyler Smith on the sideline, and Tyler Smith tried to walk the sideline and make it happen, but that was a big-time play when he stepped out of bounds right here. All right, right here, this is where you see us get the big-time play that we talked about earlier. Cyrus Ellison from Billy Atkins, touchdown. This really got us rolling in that second half, no doubt about it.
43 yards on that completion to Cyrus Ellison, and that started to turn the game around, 9-7.
Defensively right here, look at those D-line. They are hunting, they are getting after it. Tackle for loss, which we were in their backfield. Josh Barker, big time play. All right, right here on defense, we're still on defense here, and they try to run a little speed option. But watch Malik Hart. Not only he made the quarterback pitch it, but he made the tackle as well. That's playing with outstanding effort, and I believe that was a big third-time stop. All right, right here, our defense again, Hunt, look at those guys. Hunter Puckett, look at Jordan Franklin coming down the middle. All right, we get a chance to get a scoop. All right, Jordan Dollar picks it up. Now we're in great scoring range right here. Big time effort play by our defense. That really, really got us going. And offensively, we right here, we were able to run one of our inside zone plays, and we were able to get in the end zone. Big time touchdown. It really put us on the lead right there by Josh Shaw.
Josh Shaw with that 1-yard touchdown run. Bulldogs, of course, decide to go for two, Coach.
All right, right here, Billy, again, made a great read. Hit Cyrus again, 2-point play. Now we're up by 6, which we really felt like at that point we have a nice little cushion. All right, defensively again, our guys are hunting up front. They had a bad mesh. We were able to recover a fumble. Josh Barker right here, big time. We're playing really, really well at this moment. Offensively right here, Billy drops back. He sees them in a certain coverage. He checks it. He gets us ready to rock and roll. Jordan Smith in the box. Once again, big time play. Now we got a nice little cushion at this point. All right, defensively, we're hunting up front again. Those guys do an outstanding job. And I tell you what, this is the pick I was talking about. Jordan Franklin, man, big time play right here. Helped us seal the victory, man. And I tell you what, big time play, had the emotions rolling, and we found a way to accomplish the mission, 1-0.
Bulldogs get the win 22-16 over North Carolina A&T. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Life moves fast, and while you're raising future MVPs, it's good to know you've got a teammate with Founders, a partner you can trust to always have your back. With products and services that give you the freedom to focus on the more important things. While you're sharing those moments, remember, we're here for one single reason, to help grow your financial success. So when the game is done, you can relax. Because at Founders, our most valuable player is you.
Founders Federal Credit Union means banking made for you. The on the go, the pick up and go, and the oh, I want to go. Because at Founders, we give you the financial tools that make every dollar work for you. For the little things to the big things. For your future and your peace of mind. We'll always stay grounded in our roots, but reaching beyond what you'd expect is where we'll always go. Find out what our members already know and enjoy a new way to bank. Relax, you're with Founders.
Go Dogs, and welcome back to the Chennis Berry Show. It's time for the Prisma Health Injury Report. This was a physical football game, Coach. You had some guys go down, but you expecting that a game as physical as this one was.
It's a physical sport, you know, and we got to make sure that we do a good job of just taking care of our players, getting them in treatment, things of that nature. We don't have anything significant, but this is very important going into the bye week because we got to get healthy, man. But at the end of the day, nothing significant in terms of the injury report, but we do have some guys banged up.
All right, of course, now it's time for the SAC to Give Back program. Food Lion donates 1,000 meals to families in the Orangeburg area. We appreciate that sponsorship. And let me tell you, Food Lion's got to write some checks this week because we had some guys hunting.
Hunting up front, man. I tell you what, see those guys, man, they really do a good job. The Jordans that we talked about.
There you go.
Jordan Dollar, Jordan Franklin, and then Mike Luntz been doing what he's been doing all year. He was able to get 2 sacks, and the Jordans both got 1 apiece.
Of course, now South Carolina State faced with Open next week, which comes at a great time. Coach gives us time to get healed. Talk about what will happen over the course of the next few days to this football team.
Well, it's about working on us right now. You know, we'll do a little self-scout. We'll get healthy. We'll kind of clear the minds a little bit. Clarity, just clear the minds, kind of move away from it all. You know, we had a first half of the season. We were able to get some good things going. We were able to win some games. And again, we learn from, we don't lose, we learn from the ones that we didn't get the victory. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's about working on us. Like I say, it'll be just really just taking the pads off, doing a lot of group, doing a lot of individuals, focusing on the fundamentals, the footwork, the fundamentals, all the things that we need to do as we go into this next stretch, which is all about the MEAC play.
All right, we talk about 1-0. That 1-0 mindset takes off now because you get into MEAC play. Every game counts. Norfolk State, 2 weeks away, but you got to get ready.
Got to get ready. Got to get ready, and that's what we're all about. That's why our mantra is 1-0. It's about holding the rope and going 1-0. We don't look ahead. We just focus on now. The acronym NOW. No opportunity wasted. And again, our young men are really focused. They're chomping at the bit. They understand what's at stake now. All right, what's at stake is MEAC play. So we got to work on us. It's not about anybody else. It's about the Bulldogs. All right, it's never about the opponent. We respect all our opponents. And we always make sure when we go into games that we respect anybody we play. But it's about focusing on cleaning things up, us. All right, Bulldogs versus Bulldogs.
You start thinking about that, Coach, as you get into this particular situation now going into the conference, what's going to be a key thing? You talk about getting prepared, but there are a lot of things that we can work on. We are not a finished product by no means.
We hadn't played our best football yet. You know, as I was sitting going through my notes this morning, I really go out and just think and just pray and just ask God for wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and leading our team. And I just ask God to just give me a voice. Give me his voice on what we need to improve on. And there's some things that we definitely need to improve on. We hadn't played our best football yet on all three phases. There's been games we played lights out on offense. Not as good on defense, not as good on special team. Then there's been games we played lights out on defense, not as good on offense, not as good on special team. And there's been games we played decent on special teams, all right, and not as good on offense or maybe good on defense. We got to put all three phases together, and that's really what it's all about, you know. And I tell you what, we're heading in the right direction. We are exactly where we're supposed to be in the halfway part of the season. Now we get an off week to rejuvenate, get ourselves ready to rock and roll as we get ready to go into MEAC play.
Folks, the Chennis Berry Show would not be possible without our great sponsors, and we appreciate their participation in this program. Founders Federal Credit Union, MUSC, Orangeburg County, Blue Choice Health Plan of South Carolina, Healthy Blue, Prisma Health, Pepsi, Food Lion and their SAC to Give Back program, and of course the South Carolina Educational Lottery. Folks, we hope to see you in 2 weeks in Norfolk, Virginia when the Bulldogs take on the Spartans. And of course, in 2 weeks, right back here, watch Fox 57 on the Chennis Berry Show. Go Dogs!
Go Dogs!
In the field, on the field, everything we do, we dominate. Like we kill a fly with a sledgehammer. But it's not about the fly you just killed. It's about the other flies that's watching.